What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri. You don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead. And in this video, we're going to cover some spoilers, some potential spoilers for The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 9 that comes back February 10th. 2019. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited. We're getting there, guys. But this information is highly likely to occur, and I'm super excited to talk about it with you. But obviously, spoiler warning for The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 9. But first, guys, if you can, hit that subscribe button. Show us some love by joining our PT channel, Walking Dead family. And make sure you hit the bell to get notifications. Obviously, photo credit and info credit to these fine folks right here. Just giving credit where credit is due. Now, the Q&A from the Spoiling Dead fans, we talk about it in a video with that thumbnail. So we'll cover some of the information because there is overlap for sure, as the information from each side is talking about the episode. So the episode is the episode. It may or may not occur, but it's highly likely to occur. Now let's get to it. The episode directly starts at the end of episode 8, and our group is fighting against the Whispers. They're killing some of the Whispers. Negan is walking through Alexandria in the night and goes into the Grimes house. He takes new clothes and wants to climb over a part of the wall, but Judith wants to stop him. He is talking to her, and Judith sees that he took her compass or clock and says, "Keep it," and Negan leaves. He also says to Judith that people can change and that Alexandria is a goddamn wonderland. It's a very cute scene, is what the people are saying. So Negan does interact with Judith, but Judith kind of lets him go. The episode starts at the graveyard, the cemetery, where the group met the Whispers, and clearly the group is going to take down the Whispers at that point and then start their trek all the way home. But Negan's relationship with Judith will probably be something that we see throughout the season. I think it could be a big part, if not a part, of his redemption story, because if he's going to be there, he's got to do something big to help the group. Why keep him around if he's not going to be redeemed? We'll have to wait and see. Hilltop folks want to search for the others, and Luke offers his help because he has two hands. Alden takes him with him. On the way back to Hilltop, our group sees some walkers at a bridge. Daryl starts shooting at their legs to find out if they are walkers or Whispers. The Whispers are falling down to the ground and screaming and get eaten, except for one young lady. They take off her mask and take her back to Hilltop. That's Lydia. Negan loves to be free. By the way, he looks a bit like Rick Grimes. Ha ha ha. He kills some walkers on his trip to the sanctuary. At a lake, he drinks some water, or tries to, then most he pukes out again. So you can see the wording is a little off. I'm not sure if the person saw it from outside the United States or where, but it's pretty cool stuff. Some great information. So here, and I'm guessing the Luke line is kind of a joke about Aaron missing a hand. So he has two hands. He can be better than Aaron, I guess, to go find the group. And I believe they come across one of Yumiko's arrows and they're on the right track to go there. But we'll see Lydia get captured and taken in episode 909. So we'll see Lydia first, then we'll see Alpha and then Beta at some point. But we'll see Negan escape. And we'll see a little more Negan in the back half of Season 9. And I argue the point that the best part of the first half of Season 9 is that it was minimal to no Negan. So we'll see if it helps or hurts the show that Negan's out. Our group arrives at Hilltop. It's a sad scene because everyone sees Jesus is dead. Tammy is asking who is the lady and if she did it, and they're bringing her to one of Hilltop's cells next to Henry's cell. Tammy says that all are now to listen to Tara because Jesus trusted her. Daryl says to Henry that Jesus is dead, and they're starting to interrogate the lady at a shop for clothes. Negan has a meeting with some naughty dogs which try to eat him. He can run away, and one of the dogs you can hear is eaten by a walker, which Negan puts into the room. His face is very funny as the dogs arrive. Hi, puppy. Luke and Alden are out and talking about what they like. Luke loves music and Alden loves singing. They see one of Yumiko's arrows at some trees and start looking for them. Luke nearly gets eaten by a walker, but Alden saves him. They see a herd. And personally, I don't want to see Alden sing anymore. It was kind of a little weird when he was singing that one time. And I don't want to see Walking Dead the musical, but I kind of feel like Luke and Alden are going to sing and play music at the fair potentially if they both survive. I could see that happening since this reference is there. Tammy Rose is getting more screen time. So what I think is that Tammy Rose was a no-name character, if we even saw her at all, before Season 9. Then we saw her again. So I think big things are going to happen with Tammy Rose, and they aren't going to be good later this season. At Hilltop, Michonne, Tara, and Daryl are talking to the girl, but she isn't saying much to them, just that her group was good. She is screaming to leave her alone. Michonne is not trusting her and is talking to Tara and Daryl that she brings her people back to Alexandria. Sadiq and Rosita are looking for Eugene, and Eugene is talking to Rosita as Sadiq left the room. It seems like Eugene is a bit in love with Rosita, and Rosita is leaving the room. She is puking and talks with Sadiq about they had fun before she was in love with Gabriel, and she tells him that she is pregnant. Henry and Daryl are talking about the lady too, and Daryl says to him that she has one more night to talk. So Daryl's interrogating Lydia, and Lydia's not giving him anything. Henry and Lydia are going to form some sort of connection, so I believe Lydia and Henry will have somewhat of a Carl storyline this season. We'll see how long it lasts, but Lydia is probably not going to give much information to Daryl, but Lydia is a kid, a teenager, and so is Henry, so they might form a bond. We'll see what happens with that. Can't wait to find out. As for Rosita is pregnant. I kind of thought she would be this season. I didn't know if it was before the time jump or after the time jump. Well, it's after the time jump, and Sadiq is the father. Then we get more Negan. Negan arrives at and enters the sanctuary. Aaron helps Michonne to put things together and says to her that he sees that Sadiq is getting Rosita and Eugene ready. He is sorry for what happened. Michonne is too. Michonne is talking to Daryl that Tara is smart, but she could not lead the Hilltop alone. Without Jesus and Maggie, Hilltop needs Daryl too. At his way through the sanctuary, Negan meets some old friends. They are walkers now and takes them out. So we said before that Negan meets some of his old lieutenants, and I guess the walkers are just aimlessly going around there. And I wonder if it's going to be sad to see Negan back at the sanctuary, and the sanctuary fell, because without Negan, the sanctuary was pretty useless. They needed Negan to survive, and they clearly couldn't do it without him. So when Negan goes back to the sanctuary, it's going to be a mess. And we know Jed told Carol that it fell, but it wasn't a great place to grow things. It wasn't a farm. It wasn't a field. It was a factory. So what's good with that? Michonne is going to probably lay the groundwork for Daryl to take over part, if not the main leadership role of Hilltop. Tara and Daryl will probably lead Hilltop, which is okay. I don't mind that. I think Tara was doing a good job before all this. When Jesus was actual leader, they highlighted that, they showed that. And if you know this channel and the information going around, you know that Daryl may get in trouble and actually leave Hilltop and go after Henry and Lydia. So we'll see what happens with Hilltop and probably Tara leading. Jesus gets buried at Hilltop, and Daryl is angry and goes to the girl again and is threatening her, and she talks to him. She says that the skins they are wearing are there to keep themselves safe, and the walkers too. She tells him that places like Hilltop are not safe. The girl says that just her mom is left out there, so she lies. After Henry screams stop to Daryl, Daryl lets her live and leaves them. The girl is thanking Henry for saving her and introduces herself as Lydia. Daryl is sitting unseen next to a window at the outside and is listening to them. Negan is riding a motorbike and Judith shoots at him but didn't hit him. He falls off of it and they are talking again, and he promises her to tell her if he knows what he will do in the future and gives her her compass or clock back. So I guess Daryl gets kind of forceful with Lydia because he wants information. He gets pissed that her people killed Jesus. Again, Daryl is connected with some big thing. He was connected with the lineup, who got picked, who got killed, and he came after Jesus got stabbed, basically, but ultimately he was there to help out, and he's clearly connected with this going forward. So we'll see some interactions with Daryl and Lydia, Daryl and Alpha for sure. As for the motorbike, remember there were other motorbikes at the sanctuary, and if Negan goes to the sanctuary, there's two motorcycles right there. That might have been converted to ethanol. So we don't know if that's where he got the bike or not. As for Judith shooting at Negan, what is Judith doing at the sanctuary? How did she get there? Or outside the sanctuary? Or in the middle of the woods? Or wherever she is to interact with Negan? Is it true? Is it going to happen that way? What, does she go by herself? That's not smart, Judith. Come on. You're a badass character and you're kind of like the Carl role. Step it up. A funny part at the scene with Judith and Negan. Negan is cursing after falling off the bike. Judith says to him, language, I'm a kid, asshole. At Hilltop, Magna is talking to Enid about Alden and their relationship. Magna says to her that Alden is a survivor because Enid is waiting for him coming back. At the end of the episode, Alden and Luke are at the forest. They see a walker. Luke wants to kill it, but it doesn't move, and then they see that they are surrounded. The walker they saw is going straight to them, puts out the shotgun and tells them trails end here. It's Alpha. So I guess she says trails end here or trail ends here instead of don't move. So there's Alpha. I'm assuming this is the scene. Alden is just standing there. Luke and Alden are like, what? What is this walker doing? What is this chick doing? And then you see they get surrounded. But come on, Luke, you need a better weapon. Your little ice pick there, take a spear from Hilltop. I mean, it would give you far better reach. And we see Alpha. This is from Greg Nicotero's Instagram. But I guess she doesn't say don't move, like the Whisperer said in the comic. She says trail ends here or trails end here. So there you go, guys. That's a lot of the information that we have. I know some of it's like the prior video, but that shows continuity and it shows that the information is pretty spot on. So we'll see how it goes down. And if you look at this picture right here, something I saw just putting this together, you see Michonne all the way in the top right corner by the cellar doors. I'm guessing that's where Daryl goes down and goes to interrogate Lydia, and that's where she is standing during the burial of Jesus. So let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you can, guys, hit that subscribe button to help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. We love our PT peeps and having this awesome YouTube channel. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories. And as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.